Hello, my name is Tulile Makufane. I'm the ECD Program Director at Penreach, where I manage the ECD program. The ECD program at Penreach focuses on supporting, monitoring, and training ECD practitioners as well as center managers. We are working with 130 ECD centers in the Ehlanzeni region, where we visit them on a daily basis to assist them in becoming compliant with the registration requirements so that they can be able to get grants. We have more than 70 ECD centers that are already registered, and they are receiving grants through our efforts. We work with more than 10,000 children in ECD centers. Some of our programs include programs where we work with the communities in terms of toy libraries, where we recruit volunteers to work with children in homes to give access to toys even if when the school is closed, meaning that on Saturdays and Sundays, during the day when children are not at school, they get access to toys. We've got more than 2,000 children that are having access to these toys on a daily basis. And in terms of our ECD program, in the center-based one, besides the fact that they get registered and receive grant, what we've seen there is that there's been a huge shift in managing the centers themselves. In the past, there has been concerns around mismanagement of funds, but our center managers have been trained on financial management to manage their finances. So therefore, the retainment of staff is high, and also parents are very happy to take their children there. Most of the children that are attending the ECD centers where we support and monitor are ready to go to grade R. They've been stimulated holistically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually. So it's very good for us as Penreach that we are giving quality education not only for practitioners, but also access to young children, so that when they go to an ECD center, they know that they're going to get quality education, which will give them a head start to be better citizens.
Hi, Penreach family. My name is Bronwyn Nokia, and I'm the Program Director for Basic Education at Penreach. So, what do we do as basic education? Basically, we're involved with teacher development right from grade R right through to matric, and we have different programs that fall under basic education. So our first one, which is grade R related, is part of the Roger Federer Foundation, and that is working with educators in selected schools, and it's a tablet-based program. So it's fantastic because it's bringing our educators up to speed with the fourth industrial revolution. Our next program is what we call our Asifunzi program, and that encompasses from grade 1 to grade 3 literacy and numeracy. So that is helping our educators with various workshops in the classroom, how to teach literacy and numeracy, how to take the lesson plans and actually how to help help the learners, even helping the teachers to teach the learners to read. Under Asifunzi, we also have Penreach Books and Homes, which is our own bookstore, where we have a large range of books that have been written by Val Morris, so local lady, Orgle's books. And we distribute those books, we sell them both locally and internationally. And part of the Books and Homes is what we call our reading camps. So this is a really exciting innovation. So we have over 400 reading camps around Eshnanzeni and even some as far as Limpopo. And how this works is that volunteers have been identified and they are given what we call a book bag. So it's a big plastic container with a large range of books in it. And these books that we give to the reading camp volunteers actually come through donations. Donations we get also from local organizations, as once again international organizations. And these reading camp volunteers are then trained how to work with the children, and so the children come in after school in the afternoons, and it's totally up to the volunteer whether they want the children to come every afternoon or once or twice a week. And then they sit with the children, and the children are allowed to read the books, and they just interact with the children. So it's just to try and encourage a reading culture within our communities. And like I said, this has been it's a fantastic innovation, and there's a lot of literacy organizations around the country are actually starting to ask us how we do it, and are starting to learn from us. So our next program is our Maths and Science program, and that covers from grades 4 to grade 12. And that is both centre-based at our Shalamuka Science Centre, where high school learners from the local community schools, they book a slot and they come into our science labs where the practicals are actually carried out for the learners. They actually interact with our interns and our science leaders, and the teachers are also taught how to run these practicals. Now, the reason why we do this is that majority of the schools that we work at in the rural communities do not have science laboratories. So these learners would be expected to write an exam on a practical they've never ever seen. So this has really taken off well. And we also then have our Bay Labs, which are our science labs on the roof, basically. So those Bay Labs go out, they are equipped with the relevant equipment necessary to run the practicals, which pertain to that particular term. So thank you so much for listening, and yes, Penreach is really working hard out in the communities to give the children of our country a better hope and a good solid education. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Gokuletu Mashalela. I am from the Penreach family. I am a coordinator of the Outreach Program. Outreach Program was born in 2018, where our CEO, Mr. Andile Monza, wanted our rural school to have an opportunity to come to Penryn and, have a different perspective on life, and just to give them that hope of saying it doesn't matter where you come from, but whatever that you have inside of you can take you to places that you never thought you will go. So what are we doing in outreach? We sing, there's a choir, we have the marimba band, we have the djembe band. The marimba and the djembe band is coached by Mr. Siyabonga Matsani, and I am responsible for the choir, coaching, training, you can name it. So, doing this is such a fulfilling feeling. It fulfills me so much, seeing these kids coming here each and every time. For them just to come from their location and to be here in this wonderful environment, it's live. That is what I can say to you. So we are really grateful so much to everyone who is contributing in this project, making a difference in our kids' life. But then I'm so grateful because 9 of our kids, they entered Pakisa competition. They went to the regional level. Then now the 9 of them, they are continuing or proceeding to the national level. And we're so privileged the Pakistan guys, they came to give us workshops, and we also received a PA system for the learners, so it was just an honor and a privilege. I'm so grateful that I'm part of this initiative. Thank you so much.